part 3 of making these Italian fig cookies. What I usually do is clear a nice big space out and get some parchment paper. And what I do, a lot of room to work here. Nope. Uh-oh. I need more parchment paper. Just FYI, but that's fine.
You need wax paper if you have to.
Yeah, wax paper is fine too. This is fine. And then get some tape because it's real. That tape doesn't work very good.
Oh.
I'm going to use this to tape. I like it to come right up against the sink because that way.
The mess will go in the sink.
Yeah, I can just. The first couple times I did this, I used flour when I rolled the dough out, but then I started using just some confectioner sugar instead of flour, and I've done it the past, I'd say, 2 to 3 years, and it's I like it better than using just regular flour. So let me take this down. Once it's taped all down, I get this should be a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon little, just to scoop out the filling. And this is used to cut the dough into the shapes that I want. So first I'm going to spread out the confectioner sugar. I'll grab one of these dough patties and I'll put my filling over here. Now you should leave that right there. But then I'll just be scooping this out. So let me put down the confectioner sugar. That's really it. Just kind of spread it out. Oh, you know what else I need? A rolling pin. Where's that rolling pin at, baby? You do need a rolling pin or something that you can roll this dough out with. Definitely recommended that you need to get one of those. I didn't have one the first year I was using. I forget what I was using. But then after that first time of making them without having the rolling pin, I was like, oh, screw that. I need a rolling pin.
Did your lovely girlfriend bring you one?
Huh?
Didn't your girlfriend bring you a rolling pin?
I don't know, did she?
She might have.
Really?
From her house.
Oh, that could have been. It was. That's a possibility. So I kind of like press this out with my fingers a little bit here like that. Get the excess powdered sugar off. I like this way better than. I just like using it better than flour. You know, like I said, I tried flour the first 2 or 3 times, and then I was like, I saw on one of the recipes that online that she was using or whoever was making the cookies, they were using the sugar and confectioner sugar instead of flour. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I kind of press it out like that, and then the rest, I'll just reuse this. I'll keep reusing this and reusing this until it's gone. So then I'll just roll it out. I don't come over here because it's just easier for me to go on top and put my pressure down like that. It's easier for me to do it like that instead of trying to roll it from either side. I just prefer doing it like that. Sometimes if your dough is still kind of sticky. My other dough didn't do that, but this dough is doing it. Make sure you got evenly covered sugar so it doesn't stick. If it sticks in one spot, you can put a little more sugar. Now look, see how it's kind of pulling up back here? Don't do that. It's nice and thin. If it's not thin enough, though. Spreads out really good.
You like it to be thin like that?
I do, because that dough will actually
Get bigger and rise.
yeah, I learned that the first time too when I made them, because I made the dough thicker. And then,
Are these big concrete cookies?
well, there were just more.
More dough than filling.
Yeah, and so doing this way, it kind of is. It's better. Definitely, the cookies turn out better. You don't have as much dough. First time I made these, I tried one recipe with some. The dough just, I mean, it rose like a lot, and so it just kind of like puffed up and just had way more dough. You're eating more dough than filling, I think. I mean, it was just more. I just didn't like it. So then I was like, I got to change this up. I don't like. So the following year, then I changed the dough recipe, and I think I went through 2 or 3 different recipes for the dough. And the filling, I went through a few, and then I kind of like, I like some in one recipe, and yeah, I've changed it a few times and added and took away certain things, and until I got to where I wanted it, where I liked it. And this, added more nuts, where one might just have one type of nut in it, and more spices, and more certain ingredients than. All right, so then once you have it like this, then, 3 fingers is good. 3 fingers. So you kind of get the. It's okay if it's not perfect. Okay, and then I do like I go in the middle, and I'll come back out and go back out like that. Just like that, all the way, like little chevrons, right? And then, well, that piece, I'll just go down the middle. So each one of these little triangles is the place where I'll put the, I'll get my teaspoon. And then let's say I'm just going to go good teaspoon, like that. A little, so it doesn't stick. Ooh, this filling's extra sticky too. It's more gooey. Both the dough and the. Ooh, this is going to be a good batch. I'm telling you. Goodness. So then, bring this up like that. Just kind of close it up onto itself. Wrap that around like that. My fingers are extra sticky. And then I'm going to shape it. Sometimes it gets a little. Squeeze it. Like that. People shape them differently. Some people will make little designs and cut little. That's how I'm used to. They used to slice little cuts in the top of it and like have like little branches come off, and I don't do all that. I just kind of shape it. I make a little space right there, so when it cooks, it has a nice little drop little canyon, like little valley in there. Little valley, I call it a little valley. So that way it'll hold the icing and the sprinkles on it. And then you just have your pan, cookie, or your, not your pan, but your cookie sheet. You spray it first. Then once you make that, you just line them up. So that's how you do it. And I'm gonna do my first cookie sheet. But once you have your everything lined up, then you're going to preheat the oven to 365. You're going to put them in the oven for exactly 13 minutes. After 13 minutes, take them out, let them cool. And then, after they cool, we will make some icing and sprinkles. And then that's it. So this the first batch, and then start of the next one. My assistant, Miss Katie, is going to spray the pan for me. Thank you. Get you a little assembly line going on.
You done much
Everybody
faster.
helping. Yeah, done much faster. You just put the balls out here, and then have someone rolling them.
Doesn't feel like I'm stretching the toes.
That's even get done a little faster.
Which means resting.
Yeah, there's a,
There's a
oh, I got a
text.
message.
Yeah.
How about that? Somebody probably wants some cookies.
Too bad.
My God. All right.
Is that okay? Sticking out like that?
You can do however you want to do it. You can leave it like that if you want to. You don't have to enclose it all the fig in there. That's, you know, y'all can do whatever y'all want
I don't know.
with the cookie. No, I'm just saying for everybody who's watching. I mean, you can shape it and design it however you want it. I mean, it's your cookies that you're sending out. You can make little hearts out of them. You can
Make it
shape
shape.
shape or yeah, you can make it look however you want. It don't matter. That's all gonna taste the same. You know? So look at that. That went a little smoother. So it is a little smooth. Just load them up first. And then just go back and usually with this size cookie sheet I can get about 7 across.
Yeah, that's kind of
So yeah, 7 across is a good number. Let me see who's texting me. Trey, we got quite a bit on. I mean, but this is what they look like when they come out. And they go in the next one. So 13 minutes for the next batch. Oh yeah. Okay. So, anyway. Oh, have another cookie sheet? Yep. So order cookie sheet. So we'll start getting another. It's the last one. Okay, we got 2 more of these, so we'll put these out and start working on our next sheet. So I never actually counted with that recipe how many cookies that it makes.
Okay.
Just individually counted each one of these cookies. There's another tray in the oven. Exactly 100. So if you're wondering how many cookies this recipe makes, it's close to 100. I kind of stretched it toward the end, but you'll get close to 100 cookies from this.